Hello, guys. Hope you're all having a wonderful week. Happy Tuesday. This week, I'm going to be talking again about ChatGPT because there have been some big developments in the search space. So, if you remember in previous videos, I've kind of spoken about how ChatGPT is really, really amazing at giving you really excellent answers to questions that you ask it in a human like, chat like way. But what it's not so great at up until now is up to date information because it's trained on a huge data set which runs out at around 2020. And so anything that happened after that, it doesn't have access to because it's not part of the data set that it was trained on. So this integration between the chat functionality and search is really where the battle's going to be fought. And so you've already seen some developers producing browser extensions which integrate ChatGPT into search functionality. Some of these are really cool. I've tested out a couple, and I think that is really interesting. That third-party and independent developers are trying to make this happen. What's even more interesting, though, is the fact that Microsoft are now talking about integrating ChatGPT into their Bing search engine. Now, I'm actually quite a big fan of Bing. I think that because of the fact that there are far fewer advertisers using it, because they're all on Google, you can actually get some really great results. And because it's Microsoft and it's integrated into the Microsoft ecosystem, it's actually got quite a lot of users. And a lot of those users are on their work laptops because they've got Office 365 on there and all the rest of it. So you can actually get some pretty good B2B search results with Bing. Anyway, a bit of a tangent. What they're now talking about is integrating ChatGPT. So it would mean that you can ask the search engine a question and it will come back to you with a human-like, very accurate, very up-to-the-minute response. This could really, really disrupt search as we know it. But it's not just that. They are also talking about integrating ChatGPT across the whole suite of tools that they offer. So it would be a bit like bringing back Clippy, the little paperclip man that used to pop up on, the windows of old, asking you what you'd like to do today. Except Clippy would really have like a personality, I guess, and would be able to give you very, very excellent answers about anything that you want to ask him. So again, it's kind of going into the kind of Siri, Google Assistant, all of these kind of chat functionalities that can just help you with anything, but turbocharged by this really kind of groundbreaking chat functionality that ChatGPT has. So super interesting from a Microsoft point of view, pretty worrying from a Google point of view, I think, because Google's ad business obviously relies very, very heavily on search. And so they haven't really had any competition for like 20 years, honestly. Now it's looking like they might start getting some. Now, the problem for Google, if you start getting really, really accurate and detailed and perfect human-like responses to any query, is that the SERP, the search engine results page that Google has presented to the world for decades now, would be a lot less useful. You wouldn't need lists of results, and you certainly wouldn't need advertiser links at the top. You've just got the perfect response to what you asked, written in a really easily understandable way, right in front of you. So there's no need to click on a link anymore. So it could potentially be very disruptive to Google because a large majority of their profits come from search. So this kind of tension has led some people in the industry to speculate that actually Google might have been able to produce something like ChatGPT or better or even more relevant or even more human-like, but have not been incentivized to do so because they know what an impact it would have on their search business. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they respond if indeed Microsoft do start taking advantage of this technology to supercharge their own search engine. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how Google fight back. And hopefully, at the end of it all, the winner should be the consumer, who can get a really excellent product. And this competition should mean that Microsoft and Google encourage each other to be better. But we shall see. As far as digital marketing is concerned, I think Google's not going anywhere anytime soon. I think as I say, Bing is you can get some pretty good results with Bing, certainly in B2B, but overwhelmingly the focus will continue to be on Google for the foreseeable future. But I'm sure you, like me, will be watching with eagle eyes to see whether Bing can really improve a huge amount over time. That's it from me. Hope you'll have a great week. I will see you next week.